today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Carr now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Seahawks at 9-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
18 Ramblers.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Check 13, 19 Lions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Geno. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Again, it's Walker. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try for the first with Walker. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Here's Smith. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw, it's Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now it's Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check, check. Lucky. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, Smith. Keeps himself upright. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack on first down, Smith sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're up.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack. Smith A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this 3rd quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there, prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Carlson is good, and with it, they have taken the lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. Go, Reed, go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On third down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. After the interception, here's Smith. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Smith. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Smith on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 2nd and 16, Smith. And the Raiders have got him.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Carr. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A beautiful. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now it's Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flushed out right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Smith. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. 63 yards on the ground for him so far. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Las Vegas, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA to take on the Rams.